My name is Roman Rodriguez and we are doing exercise 2.1 on page 27. Okay. I'll be solving question number 20 today. But before I solve question number 20, let me just tell you that there are two ways of getting the result. One is by factorization method and the other is called a quadratic formula. We'll be applying formula. Basically, we'll get the equation in quadratic form and then we'll be applying the formula. I'll just give you an example before I start this question. Let's say you have x squared plus 7x plus 12 equals to 0. Now, in factorization method, okay, we're calling this method a factorization method. By factorization, you can simply break 12, find the factors of 12 when added or subtracted, giving you the middle term, that is 7. So we know that the factors of 12 is 4 and 3, and when you add 4 and 3, you'll get the middle term 7. Okay? So when I solve this, I'll get x squared plus taking 4x plus 3x, middle term breaking they also call it, plus 12. The end terms will remain as it is, and we have broken the 7x down into two terms. 4x plus 3x will give you 7x, and obviously 4 3s are 12. Okay? Now we take common between the first term and the last two. So if I take common, I'll get x plus 4, and remember this is equal to 0, we are solving it, we are not factorizing it, we are solving it, okay, so we have to put it equal to 0. Plus 3 is common, so x plus 3 4s are 12, this is 0. Now the factors you can see over here, which is repeated, x plus 4 and x plus 3 equals to 0. So you have two cases, this you already know, x plus 4 equals to 0, so you'll get x is equals to minus 4, one of the factors, and over here, if you take x plus 3 equals to 0, you'll get x equals to minus 3. Okay, these are the two values of x we have got. Now, in quadratic, this is quadratic form, but using the formula. Now we are using this by we are solving this by the formula. And the formula for this quadratic equation, or we call it quadratic formula, is x is equals to minus b plus minus under root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This is the formula that we will be using to solve this question. Very simple. Now what is a, b and c? A is the coefficient of x squared, in this case it is 1. B is the coefficient of x, in this case it is 7. And c is the constant term that you have over here, that is 12. So x squared plus 7x plus 12 equals to 0. So we have a equals to coefficient of x squared 1, b which is the coefficient of x, that is 7, and c, the constant term, is 12. Now let's apply or substitute the value of a, b and c in this formula. So it will give us x is equals to minus, now we put the value of b, which is 7, plus minus root b squared, b we know is 7, 7 the whole square, minus 4a is 1, and c is 12, over 2 times a, and we know that a is equals to 1, so 2 times a. So this will give us x is equals to minus 7 plus minus root 7 7s are 49, minus 4 12s are 48, over 2 1s are 2. So this will give us x is equals to minus 7 plus minus square root 49 minus 48 will give you 1 over 2. And you know the square root of 1 is 1. Let me just solve it over there. So I can write this x is equals to minus 7 plus minus the root of 1 is 1 over 2. Now, I have two conditions over here. Either x is equals to minus 7 plus 1 over 2, or x is equals to minus 7 plus minus 1 over 2. So if I use plus, then I'll get 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 divided by 2 will give you 4. And if I use minus, so I'll get x is equals to minus 7 minus 1 will give you minus 8, wait, what's it, some plus, and 49 and 1 is 49, minus 7, sorry, this is minus 7, minus 7. I made a mistake here, let me just correct this, excuse me. Yeah, minus 7 plus 1 will give you minus 6. Minus 7 plus 1 will give you minus 6 over 2. So that would give you x is equals to minus 3. Now, and here as I was solving this, minus 7 minus 1 would give you minus 8 over 2, and this will cancel out and you'll get minus 4. So as you can see over here that whether you use factorization method or you use the formula, you'll get the same answer. Minus 4 minus 3 and minus 4 minus 3 over here as well. Now, moving to this question, question number 20, it's something where similar that over here we will be applying quadratic formula. You'd already know we will be applying quadratic formula. You'd already know substitution method, elimination method. We're going to apply substitution or elimination, the choice is yours. But we will not be factorizing, we will not use factorization method, but here we will be using quadratic formula to solve this sum. Why? I'll just tell you. So now let's first read the sum and understand what does it tell you. The sum of two numbers x and y is 11. Sum of two numbers mean that x plus sum means addition plus y is equals to 11. And the product of two numbers, product means multiple, that is x, y is equals to 21.25. Now it is difficult to find the factors of 21.25. That is why we will be applying the quadratic formula to make things easier for us to solve. So, write down the equation in x and y, and we have got this equation in x and y term. X plus y equals to 11, which is our first equation, and xy is equals to 21.25, which is our second equation. So I've just solved the A part of this question. Now moving on to the second part, B, solve your equations to find the possible values of x and y. We need to find the possible values of x and y over here. So first we will substitute from the first equation. I can get the value of y, which is equals to 11 minus x. Now I'll substitute this value of y equals to 11 minus x in the second equation. Okay? Now what is our second equation? Our second equation is xy equals 21.25. So the value of y is 11 minus x equals to 21.25. So I'll multiply x with this and this. In other words, I'm removing the bracket. So I'll get 11x minus x squared equals to 21.25. Okay? Let me just erase this. Here we are. Okay, now let's bring it in quadratic form. Minus x squared plus 11x. Let's shift this on the other side. That is your left hand side. 21.25 equals to 0. I can also write this equation with the positive sign, x squared, then you have to change all the signs. X squared minus 11x plus 21.25 equals to 0. Now it is in quadratic form. As you can see, ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. So we are applying the formula. A, coefficient of x squared, value of a will give you 1 when nothing is written. B is equals to minus 11. Please don't mess with the signs. And c is equals to your constant term, 21.25. There you are. Now we apply the quadratic formula. X is equals to minus b plus minus root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And we'll substitute the value of a, b and c. Minus b is equals to minus 11 plus minus b is equals to minus 11 the whole squared minus 4ac. A is 1 and c is 21.25. There you are. Upon 2 into a. A is 1. Now let's continue it over here on this side. Okay. So x is equals to minus and minus will give you plus 11 plus minus root 11 minus 11 the whole square will give you 11 levels of 121 minus now 4 multiplied by 21.25. 21.25 times 4. Let's see. 4 by the 24 to the 8, 9, 10. 4 1 the 4, 5, 4 to the 8. Okay. 1 to 85. Let me just confirm it again. 21.25. 4 5s are 20. 4 to the 8, 9, 10. 4 1s are 4. And then 5, 4 to the 8. So I get 85. When I subtract this, 85. And what is 121 minus 85? Let's work this out. 11, 6, 5, 10, and 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, 36 I guess. 5, 6, 7, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 36. So x is equals to 11 plus minus under root 36. Well, I forgot the denominator. 2 ones are 2 upon 2. So x is equals to 11 plus minus square root of 36 is 6 over 2. So I have two values of x, either x equals to 11 plus 6 over 2 or x is equals to 11 minus 6 over 2. If I take 11 plus 6, I will get 17 over 2, and 17 over 2 means 2 8s are 16, 17 to 5, 8.5. And since the question is given to us in decimal, so we might as well write the answer in decimal fraction rather than common fraction. So get this, and x is equals to what is 11 minus 6? 11 minus 6 is 5 upon 2, and here you get x is equals to 2.5. So 4 and 5 together. So I've got two values of x. We just erase this, and now we need to find the value of y. So we already know the value of x, we can simply find the value of y. Let's substitute it in the first equation. First equation was x plus y equals to 11, as you can see over there. X plus y equals to 11. Now if we take x is equals to 8.5, so what will be the value of y? Y is equals to 1 minus, when you bring x over here, put the value of x, 8.5, and 1 minus 8.5 will give you 7.5, 8.5 plus 1 will give you minus 7.5 I guess. Okay, y is equals to, oh sorry, this is 11. 11. 8x plus y is 11, right? Yes, 11, not 1. So this would give us 8, 9, 10, 11, 2.5? 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, yes, 2.5. 5, 5, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11. So when x is 8.5, y is equals to 2.5. Now what happens when x is 2.5? When you put x is equals to 2.5, what is the value of y? Y is equals to 11 minus 2.5, which is obviously 8.5. Okay. So when x is equals to 2.5, the value of y will be 8.5. Just coming vice versa. There's the answer. So x is 8.5 and y equals to 2.5. X is 2.5, y is equal to 8.5. I hope it is clear to you all, and hopefully we'll continue in the next lesson with sum number 22 and 24 onwards. Thank you. Till then, take care.